Right, so we have a letter here. Dear Terence, this is your viewer from Wencos. Where is Wencos? Hi. Wencoshi? Wencos.
Wisconsin?
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
Well, Wisconsin.
Winkosh?
Is that in California?
No, it's in America.
It's America.
Don't test me any more than that.
So, I'm not sure if you tackle this topic already, but what is the secret of your relationship on the 8 years of marriage? Who said sorry if you have misunderstanding, and who stopped first the argument? You mentioned that you have children, so on this broken marriage, so what is the ingredients that your relationship of Beth despite the age gap work? Hope to hear a response on this message. Done.
I hate these kind of questions because I always learn something that makes me want to leave. Why does it work? For one thing, we don't live on top of each other. Now, that means that Beth will often go down to our building project and she'll be there all day on her own. Or not, never on her own. Filipinas are never alone, all right? So if you're looking at this and you're wondering about life with a Filipina, then they never go anywhere alone. If Nanai goes, she always takes a child or a youngster will always accompany her, even if it's only lovely, a little tiny one like that. And Beth is the same. We never go, we very rarely go alone to just the two of us, that is, anywhere. We always take children with us, and that's something that you have to get used to. But it's also something that takes the pressure off always being entertaining for the other person. So now Beth will spend time, she likes to go swimming, and she goes swimming in impossible places. She goes down to what she calls the dike, and the dike is just a collection of stones that were laid out like some kind of little pier, and I can't go into that. I just can't do it. It's just not my scene. So she goes down there and she'll take a load of the students with her. Now, that plus now I've learned there is no point in arguing. I've heard it said even by psychologists that a good healthy argument, there's no healthy arguments. Arguments are times when the blood is up to the face, you're angry, and you're going to say things which can never be taken back. They won't be forgotten. This is a fact.
The other thing.
They won't be forgotten.
Pogi.
She's not listening to me. That's why she's just waiting until I've finished so that she can start talking.
I'm listening to you,
Listening to what each other says is very important too. And listening fully until the person has spent the sentence or sentences that they wanted to say. Now, I read something once where it says the argument starts with the response. So somebody says something to you that is not necessarily even nasty, but argumentative. Your response is what starts the argument. Now, as we've said, people say things. They say things which can't be taken back, but they also say things which they don't mean. Now, if you join in with that, that will be it. You'll have a full-blown argument, and it will be all a matter of who can escalate it more.
I think also, I'm going to say something, Han.
Yeah, it doesn't matter whether I finished or not.
No, it is matter. I just wanted to answer it. I think
I'll be back.
I think also, as what Terence saying, he's always saying that every time we got, it's normal for a couple. It's normal for everybody, husband and wife.
It might be normal, it might be usual, but I don't think it's a good thing.
Yeah, it's not a good thing. I mean, it's kind of, I'm sure that there's no husband and wife that didn't argue anything.
No.
So in other words, there are some instances also like where we have some argument, which, and as what Tara is always saying, once we got argument, Torrance said, don't say anything because it cannot be taken for granted. It's not taking it back. You know, that's his
You
line.
can't take it back.
That's
You
his
can't
line
take
every
those
time we get
hurtful
yeah.
words back.
And then
Think about what you're saying.
And then my answer on that is, I don't care. And I'm, you know, so something like that, you know. But later, I think that one thing that why is it our relationship work, as what you're saying, as what you're asking, sir. You know, for 8 years, you know, we've been have 50 years age gap, you know, and then there are many times that just the two, we've been in bed, and then I said to Terrence, imagine that, we've been 3 years now, and then now imagine that 5 years now, and then I think it's the other night, right? I said
The other night you said, oh my God, it's 8 or nearly 9 years.
Because I think it's November, it's October 16, October 13, 14, something like that. It's the anniversary of the earthquake, the 7.2 earthquake where we met, right? Where we when we met. So that's the time that I said to Terrence that night. I said, do you know that it's an anniversary? It's the earthquake anniversary. So
that's when we met, not when we got married.
We met, you know. So
and
I said to
Terrence, what was it? 3 months later.
We married,
about 3 months.
3 months later. Yeah. So our relationship is only 1 month, right? We've been communicating for a month, you know, after the earthquake. So we've been communicating back and forth, you know. So Terrence, because I'm working that time. So Terrence calling me in the morning on the way to the office, and then when in the night he's calling me, and sometimes he's talking and I fall asleep already, you know. So that's how our relationship before, you know. So he talk and I fall asleep, you know. So something that he's checking on me.
What? That's mid-sentence.
Yeah.
She was falling asleep.
He's checking on me if I'm back on my boarding house. I said yes, you know. And then in the morning he's talking. I said, look, I said to him, I'm in the office now, so you cannot call me because I've been working. So that's our relationship. And then after that, he's saying that, you know, maybe you could visit to Baguio, because Baguio is my dream place that I wanted to go, because I love the idea that, oh, it's another country. It's kind of...
No, you love the idea because some teacher of yours said, this was always my dream to go to Baguio.
No, it's my...
Because it's this and it's that, and you listen,
because
and your eyes got glazed over, and then you said, oh, I think that's a lovely dream.
Because he's saying if you wanted to go to other country, the snow, then try Baguio, because that's half America, right?
Half America?
Yeah, it's cold, right? You know?
That's the definition of what half America is. As long as it's cold, it must be like America.
You know?
Yeah.
Or Japan. Japan, there's a snow, right, darling?
Yeah.
So something like that, you know? So we go there for 2 days, right?
It started raining very hard, by the way.
Yeah. So we've been there 2 days. And then after that, that's where our love story really started. So we've been talking a lot. We've been we spent time a lot talking, and also going to a nice place, you know. And then the other thing that triggered me is when I went after Baguio, he dropped me to the airport, and then he's saying to me, there's a letter here, and open it when you arrive in Cebu. So that word, that letter is the one that triggered me to say, no, he is the one, you know. So yeah, it's raining very heavy. So how our relationship works is because I'm the one saying stop the argument, and I'm the one saying sorry to him, you know.
You must have been arguing with another one.
You know, so it works.
I don't recognize this. Who are you?
I think our relationship works, right? Because I'm the one that's making it work, right? It's just a joke, right?
You can tell that this is not true, can't you? I am normally the calm one who says, you can do this. If you want to have this argument, you can do it. But I'm not playing. I'm not taking part. And then if she starts with this, and then it goes off there, and then it goes up here, and that, well, okay. And then I say, would you like a cup of coffee? I'm going to make a cup of coffee for me. Would you like one? Yes, dear. And somehow it just sort of goes right.
Yeah. So it's about understanding, you know,
I think it's
understanding.
too loud now with the rain.
Understanding, and I think my husband loves me so much, right? So have a great day. Thank you so much, and subscribe. Bye bye.
Swimming pool. That's not a kiss, that's a clap.
Bye bye.